In the heart of Africa lies an emerald world, vast, untamed and teeming with secrets. This is the Congo, a kingdom of shadows and giants. Here, legends like King Kong were born, but the real monsters of the Congo are far more deadly. Covering over 2 million square kilometers, the Congo Basin is Earth's second lung, breathing life into an entire continent. It's a sanctuary for over 10,000 species, each one evolved to survive in a place where sunlight barely touches the ground. Every leaf, every drop, every shadow here is alive. The Congo River and its vast network of tributaries are the lifeblood of this immense forest. They are arteries of water, carving paths through the dense green, offering passage and sustenance. But these waters, often placid and serene on the surface, conceal a world of primal danger. They are realms governed by ancient rules and inhabited by some of the continent's most formidable predators. To journey here is to enter a domain where the line between life and death is as thin as the water's shimmering surface. Beneath the still surface lies one of Africa's most fearsome hunters, the Nile crocodile. This is a living relic, a reptile whose design was perfected millions of years ago. It is a creature of profound patience, an ambush predator that can lie motionless for hours, even days, becoming one with the logs and shadows of the riverbank. Its very being is engineered for the hunt. Sensitive pressure receptors along its jawline detect the faintest ripple, betraying the presence of thirsty prey. When the moment comes, the attack is an act of pure, explosive power. With a force that shatters the river's calm, it launches from the depths, its jaws capable of clamping shut with immense pressure. A reptile unchanged for millions of years, capable of taking down prey many times its size. Once it has its victim, the struggle is often decided by a terrifying primal technique, the death roll. This powerful spinning motion is not just for subduing its meal, but for dismembering it, a brutal testament to its evolutionary success. Yet the crocodile is not the undisputed king of these waters. That title may belong to a seemingly placid herbivore, the hippopotamus. Weighing over 3,000 pounds, the hippo is a paradox of nature. It appears lethargic, spending its days submerged to protect its sensitive skin from the sun. But do not be fooled by its languid posture. Even giants like the hippo rule these waters with unpredictable fury. They are fiercely territorial and astonishingly fast, capable of outrunning a human on land and moving with surprising agility in the water. Their enormous jaws and tusk-like canines are not for eating plants, but are formidable weapons, making them statistically one of the most dangerous animals in all of Africa. And caught between these titans are the people of the Congo. For millions, the river is not a choice, but a necessity. It is a highway, a marketplace, and a source of water for drinking and washing. Humans, too, walk the edge of danger, sharing the same rivers as the predators that haunt them. Every journey in a dugout canoe, every visit to the water's edge, is a calculated risk. This is a life of coexistence, built on a deep ancestral knowledge of the river's rhythms and its dangers. A respect born from the daily reality of living alongside creatures that command the depths. In the forest's dim corridors, silence is the language of death. The leopard, Africa's ghost, rules the shadows. Each heartbeat is a warning, each step a calculation. Where the jungle thins, lions and hyenas fight for scraps of power. Here, in the Congo, every predator has its moment, before night reclaims the throne. Deep within the Congo's emerald heart, sheltered beneath a canopy that has stood for millennia, live our closest living relatives, the great apes. Here, we find not one, but 3 distinct species: the boisterous chimpanzee, the peaceful bonobo, and the largest primate on Earth, the eastern lowland gorilla. They are beings of profound intelligence, formidable strength, and intricate social lives that mirror our own in surprising ways. Their existence is woven into the very fabric of this ancient forest, a testament to millions of years of evolution. The family group, or troop, is the cornerstone of gorilla society. It is a world governed not by brute force, but by complex relationships and deep bonds, all under the watchful eye of a dominant silverback. He is the patriarch, the protector, the central pillar of their community. His immense power is rarely used in aggression. Instead, it is channeled into maintaining peace and defending his family from threats. The famous chest-beating display is not a mindless roar of fury, but a sophisticated signal, a percussive announcement of his presence, a warning to rivals, a way to avoid conflict rather than invite it. Daily life is a quiet rhythm of foraging, resting, and reinforcing social ties. Grooming is a vital currency of affection and trust, strengthening bonds between mothers and infants, and calming disputes within the group. And in the playful antics of the young, we see the future of the troop taking shape as they learn the essential skills of survival and social etiquette through games of chase and mock battles. It was the sheer power and enigmatic presence of these animals that, a century ago, fueled a powerful myth. Early European explorers, venturing into the unknown depths of the Congo, returned with fragmented, exaggerated tales of colossal, monstrous apes. These stories, born of fear and misunderstanding, captured the public imagination and gave rise to the legend of King Kong, a terrifying giant, a destructive force of nature. The fiction depicted a monster to be conquered, but the reality is infinitely more compelling and far more poignant. The true kings of this jungle are not monsters. They are gentle, sentient families. They are guardians of the forest, whose very survival is now threatened by the one species that created the myth in the first place. Human greed, driving deforestation for mining and agriculture, and a relentless illegal bushmeat trade, is pushing them to the brink. These intelligent, empathetic beings, who share over 98% of our DNA, are fighting a silent battle for their existence. Their kingdom is shrinking, their families are being torn apart, and their future hangs precariously in the balance. They are not a legend to be feared, but a living legacy to be protected. Death in the Congo doesn't always come with a roar. Sometimes it slithers. From pythons to deadly vipers, the forest hides assassins of every size. Even the smallest armies here can strip a body to the bone within minutes. But this ancient world, this cradle of life, is under siege. From orbit, the wounds are starkly visible, a creeping sickness that eats away at the green heart of Africa. The Congo's own heart beats weaker with each passing year. The relentless demand for resources carves deep and permanent scars. Industrial logging operations, many of them illegal, fell giants that have stood for centuries, clearing the way not just for profit, but for further intrusion. Each new road becomes an artery for destruction, allowing access to the forest's deepest, most vulnerable sanctuaries. Beneath the soil, another kind of extraction takes place. The hunt for minerals like coltan, essential for the phones and computers that connect our modern world, leaves a toxic legacy. Vast open-pit mines strip the land bare, poisoning rivers with chemical runoff and displacing entire communities, both human and animal. And with this access comes the most direct threat, the bushmeat trade. What was once sustainable hunting by indigenous peoples has escalated into a commercial enterprise, emptying the forests to feed distant cities. This silent extinction threatens countless species, from the forest elephant to the great apes. Yet, in the face of this immense pressure, hope not only remains, it actively fights back. On the front lines are the rangers, indigenous guardians and conservationists who risk their lives daily. They are the forest's immune system, patrolling vast, difficult territories to monitor wildlife, remove deadly snares, and confront those who seek to plunder this natural heritage. Their work is a testament to the enduring power of human resolve. This fight is not waged in isolation. It is a collaborative effort, weaving together traditional knowledge and modern science. Community-led projects are creating sustainable livelihoods that don't depend on destroying the forest, turning former poachers into passionate protectors. Reforestation initiatives are slowly stitching the wounds closed, sapling by sapling, with the promise of a future canopy. And deep within the trees, technology offers a new kind of vigilance. Camera traps become our unseen eyes, revealing the secret lives of the forest's most elusive inhabitants and providing crucial data to protect them. Every rescued animal returned to the wild, every hectare of forest reclaimed, is a victory. The wild still breathes, its pulse fragile but steady. For how long it continues depends entirely on us. This is the wild Congo, a kingdom of legends, predators, and untold power. Protect its spirit before the echoes fade forever. Subscribe now to Nature's Chronicles, where every story keeps the wild alive.